Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're doing amazing as best you can in these weird times. Um, I hope, well, I hope your family's doing well. My mom still has to work because she works in the medical field. So, you know, for those of you who still have or have people in the on the front lines, like blessings, they're doing God's work. Really, they are. So, um, yeah. So, what I'm going to do for these readings are I have all the zodiacs in this bag, and I'm pulling out the ones that are done so they can be more randomized. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm taking priority of over others. If this works out well, this is probably how I'm going to do it from now on. That being said, also, if you need a private reading, I am available for those. Definitely, we are on lockdown, so I've got nothing but time. And and yeah. Also, if you can hear the music in the background, I am listening to a mix that actually Will Smith put together it's called Lo-Fi something. Um, yeah, it's really nice. Yesterday I played it just in the house, like it was just playing. It's nice. It keeps you calm. It's a calming mix. It's nice. So, let's get in this. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Let's pray. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What would you like for Aquarius to know for the month of April? Only allowing truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within this space, as above, so below. Thank you. Also, Aquarius, I will still be doing mid-month readings. Yes, I will. So let's pull out some cards. Let's see what you got. Aquarius, I feel like you're trying to get over a hump. You're trying to get over something. Okay. So we have a hermit. Seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Shadow aspect is withdrawals from society out of fear and negative judgment of others. Refusing to help those in need. I feel like you're really trying to get over a hump and you're really trying to move past something, move on to something different in your life or a different aspect. This feels like something that was important to you or something that meant something to you, and it's hard to get over. And you're just feeling the need now to move on, You're feeling the need now for change. Whatever it is, Aquarius, you really tried to make it work. I feel like you tried to express yourself the best way you knew how, to communicate the best way you knew how. They're almost telling me talking myself through something. Yeah, I almost feel like Spirit was really trying to show you something different or like get your attention about this situation, and you couldn't really. All you knew is what it is that you wanted, right? Very focused on something or whatever it is. Now, as you move forward, in April with recovery, your intuition is trying to show you that where you are, where this is leading you, is trying to show you something. Okay? It's like you're gonna find the key. You're going to find, not even to justify the situation, not even to make it better, but like the reason for it all. Aquarius, this is interesting because it feels like you need to let go of something and you need to get out of some idea that you have. Like, it's time for you to expand. And as uncomfortable as this situation is, and it's not something that you want, it's there to change your path, for you to think differently about things, to expand your ideas, your ideals, or your mindset. Okay? And then we move into impasse, and it talks about your emotional state. I feel like you want to emotionally block this out and then go back and continue to do what you're doing, maybe even out of habit. But there's a reason why you're not getting further than you want to get. I mean, it's a reason why you're not moving past this, okay? Or you're not expanding, or you're not getting to the place that you want to get to, because there's something to be shown here. It's like whatever you're doing needs a break, and you need to try or move on to something else. Okay? I also think that you're spending time, this is what's interesting. You feel alone, okay? But I don't think you're spending time with yourself. And there's a difference. You're not spending time with oneself. You're just alone, or feeling out of the loop, or trying to be everyone else's helping hand. I'm trying to generalize this as much as possible. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting from that. So let's see what the cards are. Something's missing. Something's missing. I'm going to keep these in reverse. Okay, Aquarius. So the way that you're going about things, whether this be a relationship or in family or in life, it's not ideal for you. Okay? It feels like you have the structure, You like the structure. You have the basis of it, okay? And you almost feel like that's enough. But you're continuing down a path, or you're starting to see that you're in a path that's not very stable, or you don't feel accomplished where you are, okay? And it's time for you to make better judgments. This is your call to change your choices and your actions to get something different and to be happy, to be in that happy spot, okay? I love that it's about nurturing yourself with the Queen of Cups in the middle. It really is about nurturing yourself and not giving up your power to something else in hopes to receive, okay? Whether this be to another person or a situation. And in the situation, Aquarius, I'm feeling like you're putting yourself on a lower tier, okay, to make sure everyone else is comfortable, okay? And almost feeling like this is where you should be getting your strength from, but this isn't nurturing to you, okay? You're definitely holding on to a way of doing something, and it's because you don't want to change the structure or the basis. And they're showing me like the shell, so you don't want to lose the shell of whatever this is, okay? It's like the ingredients within it, they can be organized better, but I don't want to lose the basis of what it is. I don't want to change that structure. And it feels like there's a lot of negativity coming in. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of things that people aren't just handling well. And you just feel the need, I feel like, to step back and fix it all. Because that's what I'm getting from it. I just feel like you want to fix it. You want to be that person to be those kind words or do that kind thing, or, be the positive influence in the situation. But you're not in control. You're not feeling confident. It's interesting because you feel like this is your way of taking control. This is your way of holding on. This is your way of initiating something better, but that's not really what's happening. Okay? What's really happening is it's taking your power. Okay? It's taking your power away and your confidence because you're trying to nurture this thing or this situation or these people to make it better. Okay? What you're missing and what you're not working on is the shell, the structure. And the structure needs to change. The whole basis of it all needs to change. The insides, are reflecting the outer, but I don't feel like you see that. Okay? It's almost like you're scrambling to hold everything together before it falls apart. Okay? Aquarius. And you're not seeing that what that's doing to you. Okay? So it's time for you to assess what it is that you're getting back. I said this to someone in a reading I just did. What's filling your reservoir? If you're filling everyone else's, what's filling yours? And when yours is depleted, what are you going to do? Because they're not filling yours. Okay? And it's something that you need to look at. Because I feel like at this moment, you're not really paying attention to that. You're very focused on just being nurturing, just being caring, just being there. Okay? And that is that's your direction. And excuse me, that is what your plan has been. So I'm just going to nurture. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. But you're depleting your reservoir. And it's time for you to start taking care of yourself. And it's time for you to start thinking about you. Because you're giving that power away to make sure everyone else is okay. Yeah. So what you're trying to do is, excuse me, oh my gosh, to make things seem as normal as humanly possible. Okay? Because there's a lot of change, or there's a lot of negativity, or there's a lot of things going on. And you're trying to keep things as normal as humanly possible, as it was, as it is, how as it used to be. Sorry, fixing my hair. Okay. All right. As as normal as it is. And you're trying to be that shining light, that moment in time, right? That love, that offer. You're trying to give that to someone. And it could be, honestly, it could be that someone sent you a friendly message and you're so stuck in the past that you want to believe that this is the initiation of something, okay? Because you're trying to hold on to that past. That's another thing they're telling me about. But it doesn't look like that talk and that specific conversation is going very well. But you still have hope and faith. And I feel like you're still trying to balance things and heal things. And for those of you in families, trying to heal families, trying to make things right, you might not have a lot. You may be on lockdown. You may, it's like you're just trying to make it work. Okay? As best as you can, as much as you can. Healing everything and everyone. Being the sun in the bad situation, pretty much. Yeah, you're becoming codependent on everyone else's energy instead of your own, instead of building your own energy. Okay? That's so draining to you, Aquarius. This situation is so draining, and it's taking away your willpower, your umph, your je ne quoi ça. Is that how they say it? I like to drink water out of wine glasses. Especially in situations like this. When I don't feel good, I do really fancy things. That's just me. That's just how I do it. So, you're lucky I don't have a prom dress, because I would definitely be wearing it. Also, oh, well, let me tell you this story, because they're telling me to tell you this story. So, my first year of college, before I kept changing my majors, you know how we do as young ones. I met a guy, and we were friends, and he had HIV, AIDS. I think he had AIDS because he was sick all the time. So it passed HIV phase. And he's not here anymore, bless his soul. When he didn't feel good, he would come to school with a full suit on. I'm talking about formal suit, like with the tails, top hat, cane, like all of it. Dressy shoes, all of it. And I asked him why he did that, and he said, well, when I don't feel good, in turn, I don't feel good about myself. And if I look good, it makes me feel good. And, it helps me feel better. And it makes sense now that I'm older. The scale where your thoughts create your feelings create your actions, the whole scale. And I think about that all the time. And I was like, how smart, you know, are we in our times of need? How much spiritual knowledge we gain in our times of need like that. Yeah. Anyhow, that's why I do fancy things when I don't feel well. But let's move to your reading. I got really into that. Sorry. So, it's time for you to see what's missing, right? That in order to be happy, everyone has to be happy. Every aspect has to fit. They're telling me a 3 scale thing. What are you saying? Mind, body, and soul. Everything has to be together. The whole situation has to be together. If there's 3 people involved here, or 3 different, like you, your husband, your children, you, your wife, your children, everyone has to be happy. You are an essential part to it, to the scale of things, to the unit. And it's interesting because they're telling me with the Page of Wands, it's not about what new thing you can introduce. It's not about that. It's almost about working with what you have. It's not about all the new things. It's not about what you can do differently. It's not about how you can handle the situation differently. It's not about adding. It's about adjusting what already is. Okay. Yeah. You have to see, for some reason, Aquarius, you are the foundation of whatever is going on, or you feel like you are the foundation. And you're in a situation where you're pretending to be happy, or you're pretending that you can handle it. There's a feeling of pretending here. And you're not in your best spot, or where in your best energy. Okay. Because you're trying to nurture everyone else, but it's time to really take care of yourself and your reservoir. And what's interesting is I'm getting this feeling of like, you're still wondering how this is going to affect others. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely not standing up for yourself, and that is a problem. And again, it's about balance. You have to balance that for yourself as well. I can see we're just going to continue to talk about this. Also, this is a good time to start holding on to money. I know you like to spend money, and I see that you are saying you're spending it on things that you need. But really what's happening is you're spending money as a sort of outlet, okay? So you're going to want to stop doing that. Yeah, that's it. That's so funny because that's exactly what this is about. Trying to bring something new in while spending money, okay? You need to stop doing that. Also, you're so focused on the path or what this ideal is that you have that you're not thinking about the now. It's almost like they need you to stop thinking about the future, and that's a weird thing for me to say right now, right? But you need to start living moment to moment at the moment at this time, to really like, because what's happening is you're nurturing for the future, so you're really fighting to get up that hill, and you're just thinking, oh, when I get to the top, everything will be fine. But the top never comes because there's going to be something else. So it's time for you to reel it back in, Aquarius, and just focus on the moment, okay? What you have going on, and then thinking, am I taking care of myself? Am I loving myself? Am I doing what I need to do for me? Okay. Yeah. Remember that you are special and you're important and you deserve these things. You deserve time for yourself. And this is your moment to break the cycle of what's happening here. Okay? All right. So I'm going to put you on a pause real quick and then we're going to go into your oracle cards, okay? Okay. Okay, Aquarius. So, oracle cards. Spirit came up with this spread probably a couple of months ago, and I absolutely love the idea behind it. I wish I could explain it, but I can't. But it makes total sense to me. Let's see. The Temple Path talks about you focusing on yourself. That's also about the Hermit. Being within yourself, being by yourself to find balance, not only within yourself, but within your situation. Okay? Because it's telling me that finding yourself will make you, well, not finding yourself, but finding that peace or that balance within you is really going to help everyone else, because that's really what you're trying to do, is help everyone else or help someone else. Okay? To help someone else see, or to help someone else understand as well, for some of you. And for some of you, it's not even about making them see or understand, but getting yourself to a level of understanding about that person or that situation, depending on what it is. It's different for everyone. That wasn't supposed to go there. It's different for everyone, okay? But that's what's going on now. Ooh, clairvoyant. Aquarius, you know and you see more than you think you do, okay? You really got to have that faith or believe in that power of yourself. Why do I feel like that's weird? You got to have that belief and faith and power in yourself. Now look at me, getting ready to adjust stuff when I should not be doing that. You know that there, it's funny because you know that there needs to be some sort of healing. And this is you looking to the future as well. You know that there needs to be a healing, or you know that there's something better on the other side. You don't quite know what it is, so you're just dealing with what you have in front of you, or the structure of the situation that you have in front of you. But it's not for you to see the future, because I feel like a lot of you can get so boggled by the goal, trying to assess what the goal is, and you're not quite ready to know what the goal is or where things are going to go, that you're just, it could cause anxiety for some of you. They're telling me a lot of things. I'm sorry. A lot of anxiety for some of you. For some of you, it's you focused on one particular person or a relationship that might not be for you, but that is what, when you think about what's going on now to your future, that's the only thing you can see, because that's the only thing you know. You can only know what you see, right? So that's why it's so important for you to stay in the moment and focus on what's happening at that moment. Like, wait, are we just two different people at the moment? At this moment, this is how I feel, so I need to go with that. Not so focused on, well, I want to keep this person for the future. How do you feel now? What's going on now? Do you feel drained right now? Do you need to take a moment to yourself? Because with the Hermit and with the Temple path, it feels like there's going to be some time in April that you just need to separate. Okay? So, speaking of love, make sure you're filling up that reservoir. Okay? Because you're not feeling appreciated. Okay? And you're not going to get that back. Not right now. It's not anything, not thinking anything bad of anyone, but I just feel like people handle things differently. And everyone else is living moment to moment, and you're trying to be the one to smooth it out. But everyone has their own path and their own way, and you have to allow that. You have to allow that to be, Aquarius. And when that doesn't work out in your favor, then you have to fill up your own reservoir, right? You have to take care of yourself, okay? Now let's talk about your abundance. Okay. If you're stuck in the house, or you're on quarantine, or you just don't have money, or whatever it is, like to do things, take your animals for a walk. I mean, like a actual walk. Spend time alone with your animals. I feel like that unconditional love that you'll get from an animal right now is really going to help you feel nurtured and cared for. Even I'm seeing someone get a fish and then really like overdoing the cage. It could be a hamster or something small. Really overdoing the cage, showing it love and care, and like being like, this is my little temple, you know? For those of you who are able, go to the zoo. Please practice social distancing. Okay? And, or just spending time admiring animals. They're telling me there's something about the ebb and flow of nature that's really gonna be helpful to you, because what it's gonna show you is that even when things are bad, even when things are unsure, animals and nature still have a certain cycle that they go on. They don't stop, they don't get anxious, they don't freak out, they continue on their cycle. Okay, I'm gonna actually pull an animal card too. Ooh, Eagle Spirit, 2 and 3. Spirit has your back. Exactly. Spirit does have your back because you're clairvoyant, and I honestly feel like you're gonna start noticing and seeing a lot of things if you can calm your mind down, Aquarius, of what's going on around you, right? And how things are balanced, or seeing the balance in nature, and then reflecting that kind of energy or that kind of communication in your life. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to end that there. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. 34 minutes. That's a long general reading. Well, anyway, Aquarius, thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below. I love you very much. I'll see you for the mid-months. Blessings. I love you. Bye-bye.